Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, too? Okay, bro, the video for this Wednesday morning for y'all, man. I probably do a type of disturbing news, man, all over, Blunt, Alabama, Blunt County, Alabama, where the man was arrested for, I said, doing 10 years for a child pornography case. So, it's just a 60-year-old man, that was, Jody laying Crawford. So, it's just that, he was sentenced basically served 10 years in prison for having 153 images of child pornography. It's a Blount County judge on Tuesday sentenced on Jody Lane Crawford. I say on possession of obscene matter convictions. Crawford also received a year and a day for possession of a type of controlled substance. And it's just that agents with the Alabama law enforcement agencies of back in 2017 carried out a search warrant at Crawford's home off of Abbott Road and handing the 2017. It seized at least 5 devices, containing at least 153 images of children. Many of them were engaged in sexual acts. Said Blount County District Attorney Public Casey. Is it Crawford pled guilty to the crimes back around January 15, 2025. His plea did not include any agreement on sentencing. According to the indictment, Crawford had illegally additional files with names including phrases like illegal, preteen, underage, preteen, something, bleak, and 10-year-old boy suck something. And I think so I think he had put up young naked let me see. I think he put out like young naked little girls, something, child incest or something, but it's just crazy right there. It said one of the videos showed a female blindfolded and bound, and the dog was taking part in the sex act, which is kind of disturbing right there. It said, fortunately, sadly, prosecutors, we can become accustomed to these certain levels, of depravity and line of work. And it says the case has raised the bar, the level of sexual deviance, and depravity in the images is irreversible. And it says that over 100 children were depicted in these images. She said that the very thought of a 5-year-old girl being tied to the bed and forced engaged in sexual acts with a grown man and a dog makes me sick and my heart hurt. And says that so it says that I think he doing like time to teens prison for what he did. And but I feel like, wow, I don't know, this thing kind of disturbing. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like disturbing on why would a grown man would have children who is, I think, on the age of 5 years old, or either 4 or 5, or either 6, or either 10 years old, to engage in sexual acts with him and either a dog. And I feel like, but I feel like the people out here is sick people in the world who want to have your children to have sex and do that stuff while videotaping stuff. And but I feel like he doing 10 years for this type of crime. I wish he got like 30 years for it, man. 30 years is a 40 years for. But I feel like I think Alabama law, I think if you do a type of crime, involving children, means that you can get lifetime or life in prison, or I think he probably might do some time. So I feel like he got caught right there for trying to have a type of underage kids to engage a type of sex act with with him and the dog. But I feel like why would a dog would I think what things are correct. Don't understand why would a dog trying to have sex with a little girl for, I don't know. I think it's how they say they know that was involved in sex act, but I feel like this piece of shit dude need to put in jail, man, for a long time, because he got caught for what he did. But I wish judge should give him like 20 years for him. 20 years it's a while, man. She do it though. But I feel like, why would you, as a grown pedophile, grown man trying to have a child, to have sex with you and knowing that this girl probably like underage? I don't know. I feel like girl probably 15, 5, 10, or I don't know, 11. I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of like weird right there. Why would you want to have a little girl perform such acts? So I read somewhere to where I think he I think he made I think of 100 inches of the other young girls who were probably naked, and they, they, I probably the age and but I feel he's trying to like I download some stuff like videos of young girls, I think having sex early or 10 years old, having sex second something, and how he's creeping is on the screen is a creep dude, man. I feel like I think why would you? I think I don't know things I don't understand. Like, why would you trying to get yourself involved in the type of thing like that, man? Knowing that his kids is underage in a way, man. I feel like the dude's probably 60. I think the dude probably think 70 years old, and how he basically trying to have a 5-year-old girl to take part in type of sex act. I think they can be kind of like, I think illegal right there. But yeah, man, I feel like he's just a dude that had I put himself in a type of like awkward position to where he could lose his freedom right there for having young girls to have sex with him, and how young girls get severe taped and stuff like that going on, and but I feel like it should be kind of like disturbing, like why would you as a grown man would trying to get yourself involved in it for that you can't get a lot of time behind it, man, for what you do, because but I feel like every time laws do have consequences of your actions, like laws can get you locked up, man, for anytime you do a thing you do, we be child pornography case, anything can be involved on a child, man. But I feel like I don't know, I feel like dude got what deserves is prison time for real, but and he got like time for doing I think we did, and but I feel like child pornography can involve a lot of stuff, it be how child is probably at the age of time of this act, how a child can mess the whole future up. But I feel like the child got forced to the sex act with him, I think with him and how I think forced the girl to do that act. And but I feel like the dude is a creep, man. I think this dude's a pedophile. He's a dude that had, made this girl doing what she do. Like kids who so I, so I don't know if I say kids who got involved in such an act with him or what, but I feel like the dude is a pedophile, so he's a creep too. So he's a creep, pedophile. He's I feel like he's a predator, man. I feel like the prey young kids. I don't know. But I do feel like it do prey young kids to get himself involved in such an act with him, and but it's sad though. So yeah, I'm gonna do a type of audio clip for y'all. So make sure you like, comment in, subscribe for peace. I'm out here. Take care and peace.
Man will spend a decade in prison after pleading guilty to having disturbing images of children. District Attorney Pamela Casey says Jody Crawford had the images on 5 different devices when he was arrested back in 2017. He pleaded guilty to these charges back in January. All of Crawford's sentences will be served concurrently. A decade in prison after pleading guilty to having disturbing images of children. District Attorney Pamela Casey says Jody Crawford had the images on 5 different devices when he was arrested back in 2017. He pleaded guilty to these charges back in January. All of Crawford's sentences will be served concurrently.
Sad with that, man. So if I do a clip real quick.
Hearing has now been set for a Blount County man charged with 153 counts of possession of obscene matter involving children. He pled guilty in court yesterday. Jody Lane Crawford lives in Hayden, Alabama. When officers executed a search warrant at his home, they found the disturbing images on at least 5 different devices. That sentencing hearing is set for March the 25th. Blount County District Attorney Pamela Casey is in studio this morning to talk about this case and the message that she has for parents. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody hates these kind of cases.
They're awful. They're images you never forget, you always have in your head, and we just need to remind parents that be careful who your kids are around. In this case, it was not a person who was taking pictures of people they knew. It was someone who was downloading